All right, folks, we're about to start this game up here. For our first game of the night, we have G League here going up against Glory Days. Glory Days coming off a nice win last week. Here, I think they played GNEM, if I'm not mistaken. So they had a nice one against them. If you looked at our highlight reel, either on our IG reels or our full highlight reel that we have on our YouTube, you saw the two main guards, Gillenwater and Trevor, for this team were both on fire there, having some nice highlight plays there. Same thing for G League, as Phil and Summers had highlight plays of their own here for them. As Schwartz there, I think that is, wins the tip-off there. Number one here has the ball. He's going to drive, layup, fouled on that one. We'll see what they call that one on. Starting early here with the foul calls here. As Jay Green, I think that is, picks up the first foul. Who's number one on Glory Days? Oh, Bressler. As Bressler here is going to go to the line for his first free throws here. As he misses that first one there. Bressler did not play last week full Glory Days, so it might be a little rusty to start the game off here. We're going to have to see. Makes the second one there, so he puts up the first points of the games for either team. As G League's going to be bringing it up with Jay Green here leading the charge for him. As he's looking for it here, he gets a pick from Gadaletta. Jay Green here is going to give it off to Phil. Phil at the top gets the pick from Jay Green. Phil pulls the three and knocks that one down there as he puts up the first points for G League here. Glory Days rocking Bressler, Trevor, Gillenwater, Schwartz, as Schwartz knocks down a three of his own there. It's now a 3-4 game here. Both teams are turning up here offensively. And number 7, I don't know if I've seen, as Jay Green there gets the nice two through the tough contact on that one there. Now a 5-4 game. 7-2? Dwyer, as Dwyer there, sorry, is the other guy in the starting lineup. As Trevor gets to the basket, nice take on that one there. As they take back the lead, this game's been going back and forth so far. Both teams putting up baskets here to start off. As we have Phil hop-stepping, driving to the basket. He's going to pick up a foul. Dwyer's going to pick up his first one of the night. So that's going to send Phil to the line to shoot 2 free throws here. Knocks down the first one there, ties it up 6-all here. About 17 and a half minutes in this first half. See if he can knock down the second one here. As he does, so 2 for 2 from the line there for Phil on that one. It's now 7-6 lead here for G League. As they get it over to Bressler here in the corner. He's going to be driving to his right by Jay Green. Not able to find an opening. He's going to pass off to Gillenwater. Gillenwater picked from Bressler. Drives through into the chest of Jay Green and gets the 2 on that one. He big boyed him a little bit on that one. As Gillenwater drove right into Jay Green's chest for the layup on that one. As Jay Green now has the ball. He's going to get the pick from Phil. Double screen on that one. As he's driving to his left, Bressler knocks it loose. They keep on the possession. He finds Gadaletta. Gadaletta resets it to Phil here up at the top. Phil going up against his man there, trying to drive by him. Contested midi, not able to make that there. Dwyer with the rebound. He's going to be leading the charge here for Glory Days. Tries to pass off to Trevor. Tipped by Gadaletta, so they're going to keep possession. As Trevor here is going to be handling inbound duties, he finds his teammate Dwyer down low, pump fakes, tries to pass it out. Gadaletta ends up with the steal there on that one. As he gives it over to Phil, who's going to be leading the charge here on the break. He passes it over to Q-Ball. Q-Ball takes the 3, knocks that down. As they get an assist there for Phil. Got to watch out for Q-Ball, as there's a reason why he leads the IPBL in career threes made. As Gillenwater there, he's going to pass it out over to Schwartz, I think that is, who drives. Kicks it out. Gillenwater driving to the basket. Kicks it over to Bressler. Bressler driving, kicks it out himself. Dwyer back to Bressler. Down to Dwyer. Dwyer layup good on that one there as they get the 2. Nice assist there by Bressler, I think that was on that last one. As Glory Days, first time I was watching them was last week here. One thing they're going to do is have great chemistry and passing with each other there, as they're moving around the ball like the Spurs there. last week, as Summers has it in the corner. He's going to be driving baseline. So he goes, steps out on that one, so that's going to be a turnover there. So he stepped on the baseline. As Cam and Colin are going to be checking in for G League. Cubo and Gadaletta here are going to be subbing out. As the ball there got a little stuck in the bleachers there, so they're rummaging around for it there. As Bressler here is going to be bringing the ball up for Glory Days here. And they pass it down to Trevor there in the post, spins around, gets around hook, and gets the 2 on that one there. Bressler with the assist on that one there. So that was a 1 dribble and spin there for Trevor on that one, as Phil has the ball here at the top. Thinks about taking it, he gets it over to Jay Green. And this G League team added some serious talent by getting Jay Green and Matt Summers on their team, as Jay Green knocks down the 3 there, even with the contest there on that one. And that's a 3-headed monster attack there that you have to deal with, especially defensively, as Dwyer takes the 3, not able to make that there. Cam gets the rebound there, as he's going to give it out to Jay Green, who's going to be leading it here on the charge. He's going up against Gillenwater, driving right, spins, trying to find an opening, has to pass it out, gives it over to Summers. Summers going up against Trevor there, behind the back, step back, not able to find an opening. They're going to reset here. Jay Green now has it. Jay Green with the ball here, gives it over to Phil. Phil, jab step, nothing going. He's trying to find an open teammate here. Finds Jay Green in the corner. Jay Green pulls it, not able to make it. Trevor there gets the rebound. So he's going to be bringing it up here for Glory Days. He's leading it. Tries to pass it to Gillenwater. Miscommunication there as that one goes out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover there. G League with the 1-point lead here still. 13.5 minutes left in this first half. It's a 13-12 game here so far, as Phil has the ball here at the top. He's going to be driving right, backing down his man. Another move and knocks down the hook shot there, even with the tough defense on that one. This is now a 15-12 game. Bressler here is bringing the ball up. He finds Trevor. Trevor drives, kicks it out to Nikhil. Nikhil not able to make the 3 on that one, as Jay Green there gets the rebound. Jay Green going to be pushing it here on the break. Bressler tries to get the steal, nothing going. Jay Green, hop step, pump fake, kicks it out to Cam. Cam takes the 3, short on that one. Jay Green with the offensive board. Jay Green backing down Gillenwater here, as he's going to reset. Gives it over to Phil here up at the top. He finds Summers. Summers now pulls the 3, and Summers knocks that down. Phil with the assist on that one there, as it's now 18-12 here. So you need to close out on this team. Can't give a guy like Summers an open 3-pointer there, as Nikhil sets a pick. Bressler with it. Sidestep, 3, not able to make that there. Rebounds his own shot on the far bounce and gets the nice floater on that one through the defense. As Bressler, a very shifty guard here, it seems. Great job at fighting through to continue to get that possession and put the ball back up and in, as Phil now has it here up top. He's going to be driving right here. Kicks it over to Jay Green. Jay Green about to get a pick from Phil. Nothing going, as there's some pushing there down low. Hook sets him a pick. Gets around as they switch off there. Jay Green's going to find Colin there. Gets it over to Summers. Summers now going to pull the 3. Not able to knock that one down there. So it goes out of bounds there. No one was able to secure that rebound there. So it's going to be G League's ball here still. Jay Green going to be doing inbound duties here. Sorry, no, Cam's going to be doing inbound duties here for him. As Cam's looking for an opening there for pass it to. Passes it right into the hands of Trevor. Trevor going to give it up to Bressler. Bressler leading the break. Summers with the chase down block on that one. Very LeBron-esque on that one there. As Summers here is going to be bringing the ball, going coast to coast. Layup and fouled on that one there. As Gillenwater looks like he's going to be the one picking up the foul. As Gillenwater there picks up the blocking foul. So Summers is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Great defensive play on that one. I don't know if you marked it, but it's at 11:50. Thank you. As Summers knocks down that first free throw there. See if he can knock down the second one here. Goes 2 for 2 there from the line. Makes it now a 20-14 game here. As Bressler here is going to be leading the charge for Glory Days here. As they get the pick from Trevor, he's going to be driving left, kicks it out. As Schwartz finds Nikhil there. Sorry, that's Reese, sorry, that finds Nikhil. Nikhil driving left, goes up against Cam, not able to make that. Almost rebounds his own shot, but loses his grip on it. Phil ends up with it for the rebound. As Summers has it here. Summers kicks it out to Jay Green. Jay Green left wide open from beyond the arc, not able to make that. Phil ends up getting the offensive board there as he's able to beat out Gillenwater there in that rebound opportunity. Phil now has it here, kicks it out again to Jay Green. Jay Green fakes one way, goes the other, drives right, layup and one on that one there. See who the foul gets called on that one as Jay Green's going to go to the line for third point there. As that is going to be a timeout by Glory Days here. 10:22 on the clock. So after this timeout here, Jay Green will be taking his and one free throw as we right now have 10:22 left in this half. 22-14 lead here for G League. As this in general was going to be a hard game for Glory Days, as Glory Days here is going against one of the top teams in the league. They have plenty of time to come back though, so we're going to see. But you have to lock in on defense. A lot of open opportunities for some of their top scorers there, like Jay Green and Summers there. So we're going to see here, especially with having some of the bench lineup in for G League, especially with shooters, or lack of shooters in Hook and Cam there, who can be streaky at times. Definitely could focus on the top three guys and go from there. But Jay Green is going to be making his way to the line here as we finished up the timeout break here. As we have Cue Ball checking in for Hook here off the timeout. For Glory Days here, it looks like they're keeping the same group of guys in here if I'm not mistaken. Or sorry, Nikhil actually got subbed out here during the break as well. As Nikhil got subbed out for Schwartz there. Jay Green's taking one free throw here at the line and makes that one there. Makes now a 23-14 game here. As it's about 10:20 on the clock here. As he finds Gillenwater. Gillenwater driving left, layup, not able to make that there. Trevor gets the rebound. Can't tell if that got blocked or not. As Trevor driving, hop step, kicks out to Bressler. Bressler now driving to his left. Half spins, has to kick out there. Finds Trevor. Trevor driving to the basket, not able to make that there. Gillenwater's able to save it for the offensive board. Bressler with the three. He's not able to knock that down though, as Phil ends up getting the rebound. So had plenty of opportunities on that last possession. Nothing going though. As we have a quick timeout here for Shutai. 9:46 here is on the clock. 23-14 game. G League holding on this lead here. As they're going to give it over to Phil here. Phil has it going up against Trevor here. Spins. Hook shot. Not able to knock that down. Nice shot by Trevor staying in there on defense. As Gillenwater gets the rebound. He's bringing it up. Driving. Kicks it back out to Trevor. Trevor gets it out to Reese, if I'm not mistaken, on that one. Reese goes up, not able to make the two. Jay Green with the rebounds. He's pushing the break as he knocks into Trevor there. As that's going to be... As that is going to be on Trevor there with the foul. So G League's going to keep the ball here. Trevor picks up his second foul, if I'm not mistaken. Cam going to be doing inbound duties. He finds Summers here at the top. Summers driving right, goes up for the layup, and not able to make that there. Reese there gets the rebound as he's going to be leading the charge up here for Glory Days. Kicks it out over. Nice passing. Gillenwater pump fakes, doesn't take it. Kicks it back out. Gives it to Gillenwater. Gillenwater going baseline. He kicks it out there to Bressler. Bressler now has it, driving to his left, layup, and good on that one there as he beats the defense on that one. I think that was Gillenwater there, picked up the assist on that one. It's 23-16 game now. Glory Days able to convert on that opportunity there as Cue Ball has it here. Gets it over to Phil. Phil has the ball here at the top. He's going to pull it, knocks that down, fully contested, as it's now a 26-16 lead here for him. As we have Gillenwater here bringing the ball up for Glory Days. He's going to be driving left right into the chest of Cue Ball and gets the two on that one there as he took that one solo. On that one as Jay Green now bringing it up. He's going up against Gillenwater. Jay Green driving right, half spins. Might have been a few extra steps there, nothing called. Cue Ball with the three, not able to knock that down. Summers with the rebound, almost loses it there, is able to hang on to it. He's going to kick it out over to Phil. As Phil has it here, going up top here against Dwyer. He's going to pull the three, not able to make that one there as Gillenwater gets the rebound. Gillenwater there, passing over to Bressler. Bressler takes the shot and not able to knock that down. Gillenwater, though, gets the rebound, finds him there for the three. I think that was Schwartz there. As that's going to be a timeout there by G League. Now 26-21 game. off that last made three there from Schwartz there on that one. Sorry, he knocked down the three. It's now 26-21 game. It's only 5 points now as Glory Day's been going on a run here these last few possessions. G League, one of the things you're noticing is Galen Water's been slipping around down low there, able to get offensive rebounds and able to convert them into points here these last few possessions. So they gotta make sure they stay on top of the rebounding game here, as they have a lot of good size, but so does Glory Days here with guys like Dwyer, Schwartz, Reese, and Trevor. As we are coming out of this timeout break here, G League's gonna start with the ball. Both teams have 2 timeouts left now. As Jay Green's gonna be subbing out. I think Cam subbed in here. Or Gadaletta, sorry, subbed in for Jay Green. As Phil here has the ball, he's gonna get it over to Cue Ball. Cue Ball going to his left, getting pressed by Bressler, has to give it over to Phil. Phil now up top, going up against Dwyer. He's driving right, backing down Dwyer. Dwyer knocks it loose. And they're gonna say it stays G League ball on that one there, which was a good call on that one. As we got inbound here, he finds Summers over at the top. Summers gets the pick there. He goes, drives, loses his balance there, is able to get it over to Cam at the last second. Cam goes up, misses that one there as the ball like slipped off his hands. As Reese gets it to Nikhil, to Bressler. Bressler catches a foul there. So it's going to be 2 free throws at the line for him. Summers picks up the foul there. So it's going to be 2 here at the line for Bressler. We have Trevor here getting ready to check in here for Glory Days. As he misses the first one. I think he went 1 for 2 on his last trip to the line. So again, missing the first one here. We'll see if he can knock down the second one as Trevor checks in here for Gillenwater. And 0 for 2 there on that one as that one rolls out. Summers there gets the rebound. So those free throws, can't be missing them against a team like G League as Phil drives, goes up with the shot and gets that one even through the contested defense. As that was good defense, but just a better made shot there as Trevor's driving baseline. Can't find an opening, finds Bressler on the cut and gets it to him. Nice find on that one as Trevor picks up the assist. As they pass it up, Cue Ball with the 3, misses that one there. They keel with the rebound as Trevor gives it over to Bressler. Bressler, Euro step, layup, good on that one. As they're putting up some highlight plays here. About 5.5 minutes left on the clock here. So it's 28-25 game. This game's staying close here as Phil has the ball here up top. So you get the pick from Cam, doesn't take it, goes right, backing down Dwyer. Fakes one way, fakes the other, gets the nice bucket there as he's taking advantage there in the post as Nikhil throws it over to Schwartz on that one. As Schwartz finds Bressler down low to Trevor. Trevor with the hook shot, not able to make that. Phil gets the rebound on that one. Down to about 5 minutes left in this first half. Still a 5-point game here. As Phil here is up top going up against Dwyer. He's going to pull the step back 3. Not able to knock that down. Gadaletta with the rebound. Finds Cam. Out to Cue Ball for the 3. Cue Ball not able to make it as it rims out. Nikhil there with the rebound. He's going to give it over to Schwartz. Schwartz going to slow the tempo down a little bit as Schwartz throws cross courts and Nikhil over to Bressler. Trevor on the cut, wide open, and gets the nice 2 on that one. As that is another nice assist there for Glory Days there. So they're putting up a few highlight plays that might make the reel here. Beginning of this upcoming week. As we have Summers here up top going up against this man. Trevor here, drives right. Trevor stops him on that one. Almost like running into a brick wall on that one as Phil here gets the pick by Gadaletta. Gadaletta gets the ball back over to Phil. Phil into the basket. Dwyer blocks him on that one there as that one's bringing it up. Bressler finds Schwartz there for the basket on that one as it's now only a 1-point lead here for G League. As Glory Days has been going on a run here so far. As we have Cam here with the ball. He is going to get it over to Summers. Summers driving to the basket, layup. Phil with the rebound. Can't secure it in, though, so Trevor ends up having the rebound. Trevor bringing it up. He's going to find Schwartz there. Schwartz pulls it and knocks the 3 down as Trevor gets the assist. They're now up 2 points. It's a 30-32 game here as Glory Days might be playing upset over here. they can keep this run going. There's still 3.5 minutes left, though, so this first half can end either way here. As Cam getting doubled off the pick, he finds cue ball, gets it over to Phil. Phil here with it. He's going up against Trevor here up top. Steps back, he's going to take the three. Not able to knock that down. Bressler with the rebounds, he might be forcing it there. As Cam goes for the steal, nothing going. Bressler makes the pull-up two off the fast break opportunity. It's now a 4-point lead here. As Phil here is going to be bringing it up here for him. He's trying to find out what the timeout situation is looking like. So to be honest, with 2.5 minutes, they might want to save those as they won't have any more the rest of the game, especially if this game stays close here. As Gadaletta has it here, trying to find open man, gets it over to Cam. Cam here getting picked up by Nikhil. They switch off there. Cam driving to his left, spins, fadeaway jumper, not able to knock that down. Bressler's got it there. He gets around his man, pull up midi again, and knocks that down, 2 straight. As Jay Green there was asking for a foul, they weren't able to. As Bressler too shifty on that one, gets around the defense and gets the open pull up midi. As Jay Green and Gadaletta force a timeout there. As we're down to 2:19, Glory Days with a 6-point lead. As I don't blame them for taking that there, as Glory Days has been on, I think that's been an 8 or 10-point run here in the last 4 or 5 minutes, as they have not been able to knock down shots. Some of that unlucky, some of that not the best shot selection there. As Cam with that contested midi last possession, and the possession before that, a step back three there by Phil. Going away from the down low post game that's really been helping him feast so far tonight. Either way though, we still got 2 minutes left in this first half, so this can go either way. All G League needs is a couple good possessions going their way, and they could take back the lead before this half ends. As Hook's going to be doing inbound duties here, as they're going to be pressing here. They find Phil. As he presses him, but quickly drops back as Phil's going up against Trevor here up top. Trying to find an opening here. As Phil pump fakes, gets his man to jump, passes it off to Jay Green. Jay Green gets the pick from cue ball. Nikhil stops him there on defense. Nikhil reaches in on that one. That's going to be a foul there. As Jay Green took a tumble there on that one. As
we can get someone again.
yeah. As Cam there gives it over to Jay Green here at the top. He's going to find Q-Ball who pump fakes there on that one. They're going to reset. They're probably trying to find a good shot here. As like I said, they've had issues these past few possessions. Phil gets his man to overcommit. Doesn't make the layup, though. As Jay Green, though, ends up with the offensive board as it was getting tipped around by both sides. And that is going to be an and one there on that one. Jay Green going to go to the line for an and one free throw. As that's going to be Reese there picking up the foul on that one. So it's now a 32-36 game here.
Can you get the thing?
As he knocks down that free throw. As we are going to have Trevor here giving it over to Gillenwater down to 56 seconds here. As he's going up against Hook there. As he passes it over to Schwartz. Schwartz pulls the three, knocks that down. Gillenwater with the assist. This is now a 6-point lead here for Glory Days. As Jay Green's going to be bringing up. We're down to 40 seconds here. So they're going to want some kind of good momentum going in this half. As Jay Green drives, spins, gets around his man, misses the layup there. Nice defense there by Reese as Jay Green tumbles again. As Phil took a tumble of his own there on defense with his man, end up forcing the turnover there. So they get the ball right back there after the missed shot as Phil has the ball here up top. Down to about 20 seconds here. See if they hold for the last shot here. It's a 33-39 game. Glory Days with the 6-point lead here. They're going to try to make it to limit it there. Phil takes a deep three, knocks that down on that one there. So it's now a 3-point game as we're down to less than a second. Nikhil not able to make the half-court shot there as it's now going to be a 39-36 game at your half. Glory Days with the 3-point lead. Either way, though, folks, we will check back with you here in a few minutes coming off this half, and we will see if Glory Days can pull off the upset or if G League will come back and take this one. Either way, though, folks, we will see you guys in a few minutes for the start of our second half. As folks, we're about to come back here off of this halftime break. Glory Days here, up 3 points, 39-36 here, coming into the end of this first half. G League here is gonna be starting with the ball here. As they have Cam here, he's gonna give it over to Jay Green. Asking for the pick there from Gataletta. Goes baseline though instead. Able to find Cam there off the pass. Cam takes a shot and knocks that one down there. Jay Green gets the assist on that one there. So he had a nice find on that one there. Gillenwater here with the ball. Ends up getting the pick from Dwyer. Driving to his left. Can't find an opening. Dwyer head fakes. Driving to his right. Kick out. Schwartz with it, out to Gillenwater. Gillenwater now takes a three, and he knocks that one down. Schwartz with the assist, now a 42-38 lead here as they answer right back with a basket of their own. Phil now here with the ball top going up against Dwyer. Gataletta was going for a pick. Phil almost ran directly into him there. As Phil can't find an opening there, able to give it over to Cam. Cam driving to the basket, layup, no good on that one. Up in the air, Schwartz ends up securing the rebound, kicks it over to Gillenwater, leading the charge on the break. He kicks it out to the ref there. Not on his team though, so that's going to be a turnover there. But I guess he thought Bressler was going to fill in there on the corner. Misinterpreted where he went through, so Promise you no refs have been hurt in the making of this this game here. As we have Phil here with the ball here up top. Gets the pick there. They can cut down this lead here as Summers driving to the basket, kicks out to Cam and gets tipped. Hang on to it though as Cam has it, driving to his left, kicks out to Jay Green. Jay Green pump fakes. He's up, takes it himself, not able to knock the three down. Dwyer with the rebound there as Dwyer kicks it out to Schwartz, to Bressler. Bressler to Dwyer, back to Bressler, and Dwyer with the assist to Bressler there as Glory Days is showing their crisp passing. So you can tell this team has plenty of chemistry with each other as it's 44-38 game here. As Jay Green has it, he spins, gets around his man, dumps it down to Gataletta. Gataletta goes with it, and they're going to call, I think, jump ball on that one. So let's go the other way. $17:40 left in this game here. Glory Days still hanging on to the 6-point lead here as Gillenwater pulls the open three, not able to make that there. Goes out of bounds there as G League ends up with it. As Phil's pushing the break here, he's going to try to push the tempo. Seems to be driving left, throws up fully contested shot there. They're going to call a foul on that one there as Dwyer picks up the foul. So pretty much baited in there for a foul and was able to get it there. As Dwyer was asking for an explanation, the ref said hit him on the wrist on that one as Phil's going to the line for two here. As he makes the first one there. Now only a 5-point game. He'll try to bring it down to 4 here by making this next free throw. And does. 2 for 2 there from the line. Now only a 4-point lead for Glory Days as Gillenwater here is bringing the ball up. Cross-court pass over to Schwartz. Schwartz going to pull the three. Knock that down. Gillenwater there with the assist. As Schwartz has been knocking down his three-pointers here tonight.
5 for 5.
He's 5 for 5 from beyond the arc there. Phil takes the contested three, no good. Dwyer with the rebound there. Gives it over to Gillenwater. Gillenwater, reverse layup, no good. Phil with the rebound there. A little bit of a squabble for the ball. He gets Dwyer slipping on that one there. Dwyer seems a little hurt on the arm as Trevor gets the steal. Bressler there ends up giving it over to Dwyer, to Schwartz. Schwartz gets the basket. Dwyer with the assist. This is now a 9-point lead here for Glory Days. Yes, that's Schwartz. Schwartz 7 for 7 from the game here. As that gets knocked out, Gillenwater with the steal. Trevor bringing it up. Bressler with the layup. Good on that one there. As they got it here, it's now an 11-point lead. Double-digit lead here for Glory Days. As Giadaletta's able to find Cam there. Cam back down in the corner there. He's doubled, trying to find an opening. He's saying, ref saying he's getting tipped. He finds Jay Green. Jay Green's going to pull the three. Not able to make that there. Trevor with the rebound. 1-on-3. Trevor going solo and gets the layup on that one there. As it's now a 13-point lead here for Glory Days here. As G League can't do much, though. They only have one timeout left this whole game, so you don't necessarily want to waste it here this early in the second half. As Jay Green finds Summers on the cut. Summers not able to make the layup. Rebounds his own shot. Rebounds it again and can't make any of those layups there as he goes 0 for 3 on that possession. As that's very unlike him, as he's usually known for his efficiency. Gillenwater, though, misses the three. So Glory Days not able to take advantage on that there. As we have Jay Green here bringing the ball up as Summers sets a pick. Jay Green now up top here, driving to his right. Gets Trevor to bite there. Trevor still staying in there. Goes up. Jay Green layup and good on that one there as he gets it through the tough defense. And a nice ISO opportunity. Trevor stayed on him, but Jay Green too acrobatic there to stop on that one as he gets that shot. It's now back to an 11-point game. Glory Days still holding on to the lead. As Gillenwater there is going to find Bressler. Bressler over in the corner. Spins. Jay Green staying on him as he finds Trevor. Trevor goes baseline. Pass it to Dwyer. Dwyer gets the 2 as Trevor there picks up the assist there on that one. As it's now a 13-point lead here for Glory Days. As G League needs to do something here as Phil's driving to the basket. Not able to make the layup. Schwartz with the rebound. As Schwartz is there to find Dwyer. Dwyer kicks out to Gillenwater. Gillenwater with the 3. Not able to knock that down as Jay Green gets the rebound. Jay Green going to be bringing it up here. He gets the pick there from Gadaletta. Jay Green drives, layup, no good on that one. As that got knocked out, but they're going to say they keep possession, so you say Jay Green was the last one to touch it. Gadaletta and Cam are getting subbed out here. Hook and Cue Ball are subbing in. As for Glory Days, Dwyer and Trevor are getting subbed out here. For, I think, Nikhil and Reese on that one. So this could be an opportunity for G League here, as one of the best offensive players on Glory Day is getting subbed out. But as you see, they still have good contributors there. As Bressler short on the three. Reese with the rebound there. Kicks it out over to Schwartz. Schwartz finally misses a three on that one there. As Reese got the offensive board. He's going to kick it out to Bressler. Bressler going baseline wide open. Not able to make the layup though. As both teams, and then a bad mojo there. Ref's going to say Glory Days keeps possession as Gillenwater finds Bressler there. Jay Green going to pick up the foul. Jay Green picks up the foul on that one. That's going to be 2 at the line for Bressler. To be honest, though, if you're going to put someone at the line, he's been the best candidate so far, as I think he's 1 for 4 on the night here so far. So we'll see if he can improve the free throw percentage here. As he misses the first one there, see if he can knock down the second one. That's one of the things with this G League team. A lot of good individual talent, but also a lot of ISO-heavy scorers there. As there's a steal and a 2 there. Forgot to add the made free throw. As it's 58-42 here on that one. As there's a made free throw by Bressler, and then a steal right away on the inbound for G League. And that was Schwartz under there who got the steal in 2. As things haven't gone their way, Nikhil picks up the reach-in on that one. As Nikhil there picked up the foul on that one, as Hook gets it over to Phil there. He's going to get down to Jay Green in the post. Jay Green getting doubled here. Bressler trying to get the steal, no going. Jay Green fade away, not able to knock that down there as Reese gets the rebound. And a ref is hit a second time there. As I don't know about you, but I wouldn't try to hit the ref with the ball too much there. As like I said, he's gonna be the guy that's gonna be making calls in your favor here coming down the line. As Hook's gonna be doing inbound duties, gets it over to Jay Green there, over to Phil. Like I said, this team needs to find a way to get some continuity there on offense. As Bressler now gets a steal. Bressler leading the charge here on the fast break, goes up for the layup and gets the 2 on that one as he took it solo. It's now an 18-point lead, as G League here is going to have to do something here to turn this game around here, as they've fallen back here. They have a lot of individual talent, but against good chemistry teams like this, you need to be locked in, be able to have it. Nikhil got a hand on it there, so Jay Green has to pass it out. Summers gets it down to Phil there. Phil backing down Gillenwater. He passes it out. Hook takes the 3, not able to knock that down, as Bressler there gets the rebound. Bressler bringing it up on the break. They're passing it around. Nikhil kicks out to Gillenwater. Gillenwater with the 3, not able to make it. Gillenwater cold from beyond the arc here so far tonight. As Jay Green has it, gives over to Summers. Summers drives on the fast break, can't make the layup. Gillenwater with the rebound. Very uncharacteristic game for Summers, as Gillenwater finds Nikhil there for the 2. Nice assist there by Gillenwater, as it's now a 20-point lead for him. As this is starting to get a little bit out of hand here, as Phil takes the 3, knocks that one down here. As they break off that scoring slide they've been having so far, as we have Gillenwater there getting by the defense and getting the 2 on that one there. As it is now a 19-point game here, down to 9 minutes left in this game. Phil with the ball here at the top. He's gonna be driving his left around. Nikhil dunks it and gets the nice highlight play on that one. As they're gonna stop the clock here for an injury. As Hook there, I think was coming off hobbled, either him or Summers. As we have Reese here with the ball by the corner. Gets over to Gillenwater. Gillenwater driving right against Galiletta. Shut down there as they're doubling him there. He gets out to Reese. Reese up top here. Reese passing around, finds Nikhil in the corner. Nikhil with the 3, not able to make that. Dwyer, though, with the rebound and the 2 on that one. As that's been the story of tonight, G League slacking on the offensive boards as Glory Days has had plenty of second chance points here so far tonight. As we're going to have Phil with the ball here. He's going to drive and go up. Nikhil's going to pick up the foul. So he's going to go to the line for 2. How many fouls does Nikhil have? 3. As Nikhil picks up his 3rd foul there, Phil is going to be going to the line here for 2 free throws. He's been pretty knocked down all night there, so we'll see if that continues here. He misses the first one there. But it never goes the other way. Like they had their guy who's missing all night, and he still continued to miss. I don't get it. As Phil takes the 2nd free throw, knocks that one down, 1 for 2 from the line there. As we are going to have Trevor here leading the charge for Glory Days here, going up against Jay Green. He's going to be driving through the basket, layup, no good on that one. Jay Green with a nice defense. Gadaletta ends up with the rebound. Gadaletta here going to be pushing the break, head full of steam, going to the basket, floats it, not able to make that. Phil with the rebound as Phil throws a shot up, able to draw the foul. Reese is going to pick up the foul, so Phil's going to go to the line for another 2 free throws here. As that's going to be 2 at the line there for Phil. Phil holding his back a little bit, so he might take a tough fall there at the end of that last play. As he makes the first one there, Cam subbing in here for Jay Green, surprisingly. They're subbing out Jay Green here with 6.5 minutes. Interesting alignment there, especially when you have Colin, who was injured a few possessions ago, still in there. As he misses that one there, Gillenwater with the rebound. As Gillenwater's going to be pushing the break, goes up, misses that layup. Phil with the rebound. He's now going to be pushing the break here. He's getting pressed there, so he has to slow his roll, backing down Reese there. Keep possession as Cam gets out the cue ball. Cue ball takes the 3. Not able to make that there as Dwyer there gets the board. Dwyer pushing the break. Passes it cross court to Gillenwater. Gillenwater driving to the basket for the 2 and makes that one there as Dwyer picks up the assist. As it's now a 49-68 game here, down to 6 minutes left in this one. As Cam has it here, as Glory Days seems all but set to pull off the upset here on G League. As I made the comparison of them being like the Spurs before, they're looking like the Spurs being the Heat there in that first finals appearance. As Phil goes up, blocked on that one there by, I don't know if that was Dwyer or Trevor there. As Gillenwater there gets the 2, Trevor with the assist on that one. As it's now a 49-70 game, as with 5 minutes left, they might be trying more just to kind of keep this this loss a little bit better here. Gadaletta's now taking a 3, not able to make that. Nikhil with the rebound. Nikhil's going to be leading the charge on the break as he passes over to Trevor. Trevor layup, good on that one there. Nikhil with the assist. As it is now a 72-49 game as Glory Days has run away with this one, especially in the second half, as their run has not stopped since that end of the first half as Phil knocks down a contested 3. Yeah, you got 2 timeouts left, so. As that's going to be the second timeout there for Glory Days. They have 1 left. As they got substitutions here. Just doing subs there. The ref was telling them he shouldn't take that timeout, but to be honest, with this lead, you can kind of waste around a timeout here. As Trevor here is going to be doing inbound duties. He finds Gillenwater. Gillenwater with it, gives it back over to Trevor. Trevor driving to his left, kicks it out, finds a cutting Dwyer. Dwyer misses the shot. Gattiletto with the rebounds. He gives it over to Phil. Phil leading the charge on the break here. He finds Jay Green. Jay Green pulls the three, misses that one on that. Bressler with the rebound. Bressler now taking it up here. Bressler between the legs pass to Dwyer. Dwyer with the two. As that was a nice pass on that one as they're trying to put up some highlight plays here. So we have about 4:35 left on the clock. Jay Green now here with the ball as it is now a 22-point game here. As Phil has it here up top, he's going to pull the three. Not able to make that there. Tipped out. Jay Green ends up with it. Jay Green driving to the basket. Layup. No good. Gattiletto fighting with Gillenwater. Bressler ends up with it. Bressler's leading the charge. Gets over to Trevor. As they get another three on that one there. I think Gillenwater got that over to Schwartz. So Schwartz continuing his impeccable three-point performance here. As Cam takes the two. Not able to make that. It gets knocked out of bounds there. So G League looks like they're going to keep possession on that one. As Jay Green's doing inbound duties here. He's going to be finding this man. He kicks it out over to Phil here in the corner. Phil. So he's going to reset, kicks it out over to Gattiletto as Gattiletto finds Cam there. As they get it over to Jay Green. Jay Green with the ball here. He thinks about taking it, doesn't, drives right. Going up against Gillenwater there. Pump fakes, gets around him, not able to make the two. Phil gets the rebound, can't put it back up and in, rebounds it again. Phil goes up, doesn't make it a second time there. Trevor with the rebound, gives it over as Dwyer finds Schwartz there. So they're going to run it a little bit. Schwartz with another three, not able to make that as he finally misses one. Dwyer with the rebound as Bressler has it here. Bressler, no one around, decides to drive. Circle layup, not able to make that there. As Dwyer gets the rebound and the putback on that one. I think Cam might have got a hand on it there for the block on Bressler's layup. Cam couldn't tell though. As we're going to have Jay Green bringing it up. We're down to about 2.5 minutes. Right now, if this lead stays as is, once 2 minutes hits, Mercy Rule will get put into effect there. That's not what you were expecting here with a team like G League here, as that's going to be a foul there on the three-pointer. As Phil's going to go to the line for 3 free throws. And these free throws will probably end the game here.
That's it? That's it?
He makes the first one there. Yeah, once he makes that last free throw, then it's done. Because it's 25. It's 25, yeah.
2 minutes.
Yep. So this could be the Mercy Rule put into effect as he makes those free throws. That is the game there as Glory Days puts up the 25. It's 25. As they aren't going to end it there. As he made all 3 free throws, so that knocked it into 24 points there. As Schwartz takes the 3, not able to make that there. As Phil has the ball. Phil bringing it up here. Goes with it. He's going to pass over to Q-Ball. Q-Ball takes the 3. Not able to make that there. Bressler with it here. As Bressler takes a deep 3 of his own. Knocks that down. As the refs are now going to call it there. With a minute left. They wanted to get over that 25 threshold, it seems. As Glory Days pulls off the big upset here over G League. 82-55 here. As G League on paper, comparing the two, has a lot more top-end talent. But like I said, Glory Days able to play with great chemistry there and pull off the win on this one. As they even put in a Mercy Rule there. As of anything, if you looked at some of the betting lines there, it was probably in favor of G League there in a close-ish game. But either way though, folks, we will catch up with you in a moment for our next game. It's going to be Nothing Personal going up against YMCA Ballers. So feel free to stay on the stream for that one. On our other court, the Lob City game might still be going on again against Bricklayers. If not, the game after that is going to be Heat Check going up against Upcharge. So if you're looking for that game, that's going to be on our other YouTube stream. Either way, though, folks, we will catch back up with you here in a few minutes for the start of our next game. And folks, we're about to start this next game. We have Nothing Personal going up against YMC Ballers there. As they win the tip, Metzel gives it over to Kevin for the 2 on that one. Metzel picking up his first assist. Kevin with his first basket here. As we're going to have Darren here bringing up the ball for YMCA. Gets over to Rashawn, over to JP here. JP been the star player here of this team. He pretty much been averaging 30 games. He misses that 3 there. Kevin with the rebound. As if you look there for Nothing Personal, they made a big acquisition there, adding Steven Adams to their roster. It's his first game playing this season. If you remember, he put up a 50-point, 30-rebound game last season there on the free agents. So Nothing Personal adding him is definitely a lot of firepower there to their weapon. As we're going to have Sean Johnson here with it. He kicks it out over to Steve Adams. Steve Adams is going to pass it over to Patrick. Gets it over to Kevin. Kevin with the 3. Not able to make that as Steve Adams goes up and knocks that one back up and in. As that is going to be 4-0 lead now for Nothing Personal. They're starting off with a quick lead here. As we have Derek here bringing up the ball. He's going to get it over to Rashawn. Rashawn here, back over to Darren. Darren pulls the 3. Not able to make that there. As we got Din here with the ball. He gets the pick. Finds Darren here. Darren over in the corner. Sorry, it's not Darren. It's 9 instead of 8. As Din gets it there. Finds JP. JP, hop step, pump fake, goes up. Sean Johnson there with the block on that one. As Kevin there saves it from going out of bounds. Sean Johnson throws it up to Patrick, and that is another basket. They're up 6-0. Lead there for him. As they're going to have Washington here bringing it up. As they get it over. Block that one there by Kevin, as Kevin has been all over the place so far for Nothing Personal. As they're going to have Din give it over here to Rashawn here. As Rashawn looking for an opening. He is going to find Shaquille. Gives it over to Din. Din pulls the 3. Not able to make that one there. Rebound ends up getting not tipped out there, so it's going to keep possession there for YMCA as they're still looking for their first basket. As Shaquille there is going to get it out to JP. JP loses it. Sean Johnson ends up with the steal. I don't think he ever had full possession of it as Metzel has it. Goes up through the tough defense and gets the 2 there on that one. Sean Johnson with the assist as they're up 8-0 now. As we got Washington here with the ball. He's going to pass it out over to Nabil. Finds Shaquille. So he gets a pick there. YMCA coming up with a pretty full squad there as he is going to be fouled. Washington. We're going to see who picks up the foul there for him. As 7 there picks it up.
What was it?
7. 7. As that's going to be, I think, on Johnson, right? Yeah, Sean Johnson there is going to pick up the foul. Washington going for 2 free throws. He's going to try to put the first points on the board here. As he makes the first one there. See if he can knock down the second one. As he does. 2 for 2 there from the line for him. As Kevin here is going to be leading the charge. As Kevin here is going to get the pick from Adams. Kevin here with the ball. Driving through the defense. Fouled on that one. We're going to see who they call it on. That's going to be Shaquille picking up the foul there. So Kevin's going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. See if he can knock these ones down here. As he misses the first one. And makes the second one. 1 for 2 there from the line, as it's now a 9-2 game here. As they give it over here to JP with the ball. As he gets it over to Din here. As Din hop steps, kicks it out to Nabil. Nabil with the 3, not able to make it. Steve Adams brings in the rebound, gets knocked out by Din, but they held on to it there as he was the last one to touch it. As Sean Johnson there gets it over to Kevin. Kevin goes up through the defense, loses it there. Patrick gets the rebound, goes up, not able to make that. A little bit of contact, nothing called though. As JP give and go there with Rashawn, not able to make it. Steve Adams ends up with the rebound. As they give it over to Patrick, who brings it up. Euro to Adams. Adams misses the 2. As Kevin's able to save it there. As they give it over to Sean Johnson, who's driving to the basket. Layup. Nabil with the block there, number 7. So they get the ball back here. Din with it. And on the fast break, he's able to find Shaquille. Shaquille with the 3, not able to make that. As they get a rebound there from JP, who gets the putback. They finally get another basket there on the board. It's now a 9-4 game. As you see it on the left side of your screen, Carbone is just making his way in, so they're now going to have a 6th player there. As Patrick finds Sean Johnson. Rashawn, a lot of contact, nothing going. I think he got a block on that one, though. As that ball did not have much carry to it there. As JP now has it. He's driving, half spin, out to Shaquille, to Nabil. Nabil with it here. He finds Shaquille. Din with the ball here up top. He's able to give it over to JP. JP head fakes, drives, hop step, trying to find an opening. Hook shot, good on that one there. As their reason why JP puts up close to 30 points a game here in his past few games. As gives me D'Angelo Russell vibes there. Nice bag there for a guard, especially inside. As Metzel finds Adams on the cut, not able to make that there. A lot of contact, nothing called. JP leading it up there. As he passed it over to Nabil. Nabil gets the 2. JP with the assist. As it's now a 9-8 game. Metzel not happy with the ref as he thought there was a push there on Adams on that last possession. Nothing called though. So Kevin here is going to be bringing it up. As Kevin has the ball here. They're shading a second defender over. He finds Adams on the cut. Adams pump fakes, goes and gets the 2 on that one. Kevin with the assist. As it's now a 11-8 game here. That gets them back on track here. As we have Shaquille with it here. He's going up against Sean Johnson. Not able to get the steal. Rashawn gives out to Din. Din driving through on his left. Floats it and gets the 2 on that one. So there's a basket there for Din. I think that was an assist there by Washington there. Hard to tell. As Adams has it here. Behind the back pass over to Patrick and gets the 2 on that one. Makes it 13-10 game. Great assist there by Steve Adams. That's probably going on the highlight reel there. As Din goes up. Kevin blocks it on that one. Gets a rebound there too as Kevin's bringing it up. Passes it over to Patrick, who goes up and gets the 2 on that one. Kevin with the assist. As there's been a lot of contact here going on through both of these teams. Refs letting it play out here, as both teams are complaining about lack of calls there, surprisingly. But the refs been pretty evenly letting contact go through here. As Washington misses the 3, Adams ends up with the rebound as he gets doubled. Loses it there. Has to let go of it. Din ends up with it for the steal. Wrestles it away from Metzel. And they're going to say jump ball on that one. So it's going to stay here in YMCA's possession here. 15-10 game, nothing personal with the lead. As they get it over to Washington. He gives it over to JP. Wasn't fully ready for it. Is able to save the ball. As JP has to go up against Steven Adams. Trying to get around him. Goes through and makes the 2 on that one, even through the tough contact.
Great shorts, delay a game. Delay a game. Whatever's up, come in.
As they called a delay game call on that one. So they allow some substitutions come in. Nabil's coming out. Kevin's coming out. And we have Carbone. And I got to see who that new player is, as this is my first time watching YMCA play here. As Johnson here has the ball. He's going to give it over to Adams. Adams finds Patrick. JP gets it for the steal. Din has it here. Steven Adams ends up with the steal of his own. As Steve Adams passes it over to Patrick, who saves it. Throws in the no man's land. JP ends up with it for the steal. Gets over to Washington. Tries to get it over to number 5. Nothing going. He misses the 2. Metzel with the rebound. That was Mike Vera there with it. Metzel ends up with the rebound. As Patrick there gives over to Adams. Adams gets the 2 on that one. Patrick with the assist. As that was a set of back and forth by both teams there. As Washington now has the ball here up top. He gets it over to Din. Din here with the ball. He's going to pull the 3-pointer there on that one. Nothing going as Metzel gets the rebound. Metzel gonna give it over to Carbone. Carbone cross court over to Sean Johnson. Sean Johnson knocks down the three. Carbone with the assist. It's now a 20-12 lead here for Nothing Personal. Yeah, you mind going? As they have JP here with the ball up top. Gets it over to Shaquille. Shaquille takes the three, not able to make that there, and that goes out of bounds there. We'll see who ends up with the ball. They pass it into Carbone here. As Carbone has it here, he gets it over to Johnson. Johnson driving to the basket, gets the two. Two by Sean Johnson, missed three by Shaquille on YMCA.
That's it?
Yeah. So it went out of bounds after the missed shot. So, as Sean has it here, goes up, not able to make the layup there. Metzel there gets the rebound. As Metzel finds Adams, Adams gonna pull the open three, misses that one there. As Shaquille has the rebound there, he's bringing it up for YMCA, gets it to JP. JP with it going up against Steve Adams. Hop step, pump fakes, gets it to Vera, and Vera gets the two on that one. JP with the assist. As this now a 14-22 game here. Carbone here bringing the ball up. As Carbone gets it down to Patrick. Patrick gets a nice little lob assist there on that one. Carbone with the assist on that one. About 8:30 left in the game. Nice little mini highlight play there as Shaquille kicks it out over to Din. Din knocks down the three. Shaquille with the assist on that one. It's now a 24-17 game there. As YMCA is starting to get some nice shots going their way. Brings it down to 7 points here as Metzel's driving through the defense. Not able to make the layup. It got tipped though, so no double dribble on that one as Carbone misses the three. Vera with the rebound. Washington now pushing the break here. He brings it up. He finds Shaquille. And they're going to slow it down now as they weren't able to find an opening on that one. Kicks out to JP in the corner. JP going up against Adams here. Shaquille with the pick. Nothing going. As he tries to get it over, Adams ends up with it for the steals. There's a little bit of miscommunication there. Patrick bringing it up. As Adams looking a little shaken up there. As Sean Johnson gets the two there. Patrick with the assist on that one. As we are having Washington here with the ball. He brings it up mid-range. Not able to make that. Patrick with the rebound. As Metzel here is going to be bringing the ball up. He gives it over to Steve Adams. Steve Adams here with it. As he's going to pass it over to Sean Johnson.
Work out, work out, work out.
Sean Johnson here up top going up against Din. He's going to drive through the defense, draws the foul, and the basket on that one. As number 5 there picks up the foul, it's Vera picking up on that one. As we have Kevin coming in for Steve Adams here. As Sean Johnson's going for the and-1 free throw. As he makes that one there, makes now 29-17 game here. We're down to about 6.5 minutes here in this first half. As we have a new player checking in, Darren here for YMCA. As Darren here with the ball, kicks it out over. Kevin jumps, ends up going to the ground on that contest. Missed shot there. Rebounded and put back in by JP on that one. Couldn't tell who missed the three on that last one. As Sean Johnson here has it, he's driving to his left, kicks it out over to Carbone. Carbone to Johnson. Johnson pulls the three, fouled on the three-pointer. Darren picking up the foul on that one. So that's going to be 3 at the line there for Sean Johnson. They're going to try to extend this lead here so far. As it's going to be a timeout there by YMCA, their first one of the game. As we're down to 5:56 here in this half. 29-19 lead here for Nothing Personal. Been in the lead here so far as they have started off strong and haven't let up here so far. Either way though, folks, we will check back with you in a minute here after this timeout break. as we are coming back into this one off the timeout break here. Like I said, nothing personal, still holding this lead. Sean Johnson, though, has to take his 3 free throws. As both teams seem to be sticking with their current lineups. As like I said, they just recently did subs there before that timeout. So Johnson is going to be taking 3 free throws. Usually a pretty good shooter here. We'll see if that continues. As he makes the first one there. I'm happy for once to not jinx somebody here at the line.
We still have 2 more shots.
As he makes the second one there. Let's see if he can knock down this third one here. And he does 3 for 3 there at the line. It's now a 32-19 game here. Oh, my bad. As we have Washington here bringing it up. He's going to get it over to JP here. JP, step back 3-pointer, knocks that one down. As like I said, watching that step back gives me even more D-Lo vibes here with his kind of play style. As Johnson here has it, he gives it over to Metzel here, who's at the top. Metzel here passes to Kevin, fakes the pass, finds Patrick down low. They're going to call foul on the floor there, I think. So Metzel's going to be doing inbound duties. Don't know who that foul was on, hard to tell, but as Ding got a hand on it, able to hang on to it though. Kevin with the ball here. He's going to be driving. Tries to pass it down. Looks like it was tipped though by YMCA, so nothing personal is going to keep possession here. Metzel back to inbound duties here again. As he finds Johnson there by the baseline. Johnson looking for an opening here. Finds Metzel. No look pass to Kevin under the basket. Kevin goes up, not able to make it. JP with the rebound. He couldn't convert off that nice pass. JP gets it out to Din. Din driving, back out to JP. JP with it against Carbone there by the baseline. As he step backs again, not able to make that. Carbone might have gotten a hand on that one. Vera with the rebound. JP gets the assist of Vera on the 2. So Vera picking up a basket on that one. JP with a nice assist, a little behind the back pass there. We're down to about 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this one. As Carbone has it here. As he gets the pick there from Metzel. Johnson here with it. He gets it over to back to Carbone. Carbone, big size advantage on that one. Nothing going though with it as Metzel there goes. Vera gets the steal on that one. Washington leading the charge here on the break. Washington goes up. Gets that one there as it rules in. Nice job on that one to fight through the defense. As this now down to only a 6-point lead here for nothing personal. Back down to single digits. As Washington got a hand on it there. As Steve Adams here is going to sub in for Metzel. Just keep the size going in there. YMCA's bench getting hyped on that one. We're down to about 3:20 left in this one as Carbone has it here. Drives, kicks it out on the cut. Kevin. Vera gets the block. Kevin rebounds it, goes back up and not able to make it. Is there to call a jump ball? It's going to be a jump ball. So nothing personal is going to get possession back there. So smart play by Kevin there on that one as Adams does inbound duties. Finds Johnson, gets it back to Adams in the corner. Adams at the high post, pass it to Johnson. Back to Adams. Adams up top with it here, going up against Din. He's breaking him down here, ISOing him. Drives, finds Patrick, goes up. JP with the block on that one. But JP steps out, so that's going to be a turnover there. Unlucky on that one, just bad timing there. As we got Adams here with the ball, finds Kevin here. Kevin in the corner up against Darren. As that's going to be Darren picking up a reach-in. That's, I think, his second foul here so far tonight. So we're down to about 2:20 left in this first half. Still a 32-26 game here. As Sean Johnson now gets it here towards the top. He's going to be surveying his options here. As he's going up against Din here. Din seems to be like a Rondo type here. As Vera might have got a hand on that one there. Kevin with the missed 3. JP with it here. Finds Vera. Vera gets the dish on that one. JP with the assist. as that was a nice find there. Carbone now bringing the ball up here, as it's now only a 4-point lead for Nothing Personal. As YMCA has been going on a run here these past few possessions, as Johnson finds Patrick. Patrick here with the ball. He's going to kick it out there. Just barely gets to Johnson. Johnson has it here. Pull up midi. That's good on that one there. As I think Patrick got the assist on that one. JP now passes it up to Din. Din pulls a 3. Not able to make that as that goes over the backboard there. We got some subs in. Patrick is subbing out. Metzel subbing back in there. So he took a quick breather there. As it's now a 34-28 game here. It's now a 6-point lead here as we have Steve Adams here with the ball going up against Din as he almost breaks him down. Din knocks it loose though. So goes as a push on that one, pretty much a tie there as Johnson has it here. Johnson going baseline. Getting trapped there by the under there. Able to go cross court to Adams. Adams pulls the 3. Not able to make that there. Metzel fighting for the board as that goes out of bounds there. YMCA is going to end up with it. As Washington now has the ball. We're down to about 43 seconds left in this half. Still a 6-point game as they're going to be running some clock here. As they might try to save for the last shot here. As they got one of the guys on YMCA here coaching them from the sidelines here. As he's holding on to this, he is going to hold for this last shot. We'll see if they'll go. We'll see if they get it over to JP or not here on this. As that got knocked out there by Johnson. So turnover. So they held the ball for all that time for no reason, and now it's caught and knocked back out again there. As we have some quick clock stoppages here these past few possessions. As Metzel here is doing inbound duties, finds Johnson. Johnson here with it, 5 seconds. As Kevin there has it, gets it down to Metzel. As they're going to call a travel on that one, turnover, but it is down to 1.3 seconds. So we're going to see what they're able to pull off there. As that is going to be your half there, 34-28 game there. As we got a little bit of a 3D action shot there as the ball almost came careening at the camera there. Either way, Nothing Personal holding the slim 34-28 lead here over YMCA. We will check back up with you here. Yeah, we will check back up with you here in a few minutes though for the start of our second half as we will see if YMCA will get the upset over Nothing Personal. So I don't know if we'll see another upset or if Nothing Personal will hang on to get this W. Either way, we will see you folks in just a few minutes. as we are coming back here in this half. 34-28 here. There's 19:56 on the clock. As Nabil here gets it over. Washington driving, pulls up the mid-range, not able to make that there. Carbone ends up with the rebound on that one. YMCA not able to make their first shot here coming out of the half. As Carbone has it, no look pass over to Patrick. He's not able to make that though. Carbone with the offensive board. Carbone fadeaway jumper, not able to make that either. Nabil gets the rebound. As he gives it over to JP here, who's going to be bringing it up here for YMCA. He cuts through the basket, layup, good on that one. Nice acrobatic layup on that one there. As that makes it now only a 4-point game here, 2-possession game. YMCA is going to be looking to take a lead here as Johnson misses the three. JP with the rebound there as he gets it out over to Din here. They're passing it around here. Washington with the ball, hop step, collapsed in on, finds Nabil who gets the two, as this is now only a 32-point lead here for Nothing Personal. They're starting to come back. Nice finds by Washington down to Nabil there, down low. Kevin has it here. He drives to the basket. Contested layup, no good on that one. JP with the rebound. He's bringing it up. He finds give and go with Washington as he kicks it out to Din here. Din doesn't take the shot. Gives it back out to Washington, who drives left. Over to Nabil. Nabil misses the two, though. Rebounds his own shot. Steps out of bounds there. That's going to be a turnover, though. As Nothing Personal takes their first time out here of the game. Interestingly, it's only 2 minutes in. They must be trying to figure something out strategy-wise here. We're calling a timeout there that early. Don't blame them, though. They're about to lose this lead here as YMCA came out and had a good first few possessions. Either way, though, both these teams have been doing well so far. YMCA has been starting to lock in here as the game has gone on. Started off cold originally, but has started to come back here and make this a closer game. As, like I said, is now only a 2-point deficit here for him. As we are about to start this back up here after the timeout break. Nothing Personal here, going to have the ball. Carbone with it here. He's going to be bringing it up. Gets the pick from Kevin. Nothing doing there, so he's going to throw a cross court to Johnson, to Kevin. Kevin fakes the pass, driving, tries to find Metzel, goes out of bounds. They're going to keep possession. Tipped by YMCA there down low. They're running a 2-3 zone. Patrick there at the free throw line makes that one perfect on that one. As Metzel has the two. Yeah, Patrick's been doing well in the scoring end there. Great job on that one as they pass it to right in the hole there in the zone. And Patrick able to knock down the free throw line jumper. As both of these games here, it seems like the role players for the winning team have been stepping up. So if Nothing Personal can pull this off, Patrick's going to be a good cause of that as Din misses the three. Johnson there gets the rebound as we might be having momentum turn a different way here. As Johnson has it here, he finds Carbone. Carbone with it. He's going to pull the contested shot, not able to make that as that goes out of bounds. As Carbone looks like he wanted a foul call, nothing going. Washington gets to Din, who bobbles it, able to get it back to Washington, though. Washington knocks down the three. Din with the assist on that one, as it's now only a 1-point deficit for YMCA. Nothing Personal now has their smallest lead of the night here so far. As JP gets a hand on it there, as they're going to say it's a turnover, last touched by Johnson there, not by JP. As they're starting here, they're going to be pushing the tempo to catch them off guard. As Washington finds JP. JP drives through the defense, misses the layup. Nabil with the offensive board. Din driving to the basket, floats it, misses it. Up there, Carbone ends up with the rebound on that one there. As Carbone here pushing on the break, goes up against Nabil and gets the two on that one there. It's now a 3-point game. Washington now pushing the tempo here. Again, to try to catch him off guard a second time. Shaquille now takes the three. He misses that. Patrick with the rebound. Patrick here pushing the break as he gets it over to Carbone. Carbone takes the three, knocks that down as that fully cashed out there. He didn't even Here a touch rim there on that one. As it is now a 41-35 game, they have a 6-point lead here. They're starting to heat up when it matters most here. Shaquille with it. He's able to find Din here. Din gets the pick, tries to get out to JP. Carbone gets the steal on there. He does the pull-up three, not able to make that. Din with the rebound. Finds Washington there. Washington with the ball. He's going to pull the three, not able to make that. JP with the rebound. Finds Din outside. Din shoots the three, not able to make that. Metzel with the rebound. Metzel throws it down court to Johnson. Shaquille, nice job there. Getting to the spot and knocking that out of bounds there. Playing that like a safety back there. As we have Patrick here doing inbound duties here. As he gets it over to Metzel here. Patrick there driving. Bobbles it there. Sub in yet or no? Oh. No. As Adams here is going to sub in for Kevin here on that one. Doing it too fast on the inbounds, man. As JP knocks down the three on that one there. Makes it now back down to a 3-point lead here for nothing personal. As Johnson here is bringing it up. Gets it over to Metzel. Metzel drives, kicks it out to Carbone. Carbone going baseline. Layup. And they're going to call a foul there, probably on Nabil on that one. As Nabil picks up the foul on that one, Carbone going to go to the line for 2 free throws here. As he makes the first one there, see if he can knock down the second one. Go do him a solid and not read out the free throw percentage. I don't want to jinx him here on this next one. As he goes 2 for 2 there from the line. As they get it over to Washington there. Washington with the ball. As he finds JP here. As JP here with it by the corner, loses it. Shaquille ends up saving it though. Carbone was 75% from the free throw line, so might not jinx it too much there. Washington misses the 2. Adams with it, throws it down court to Patrick. Patrick misses that one. Nabil with the rebound on that one. As he's bringing it up there, Din with it. Metzel knocks it loose. Shaquille saves it though. Shaquille getting pressed there by Metzel, is able to get it out to JP. JP driving, kicks out to Nabil. Over to Washington. Washington going up against Carbone here. They're talking trash here back and forth there as they were ISO in there. As Nabil now takes the 3, not able to make that one there. JP almost secures the rebounds, able to make it loose there. Johnson ends up with it. We're down to about 12:50 there. As Johnson there's driving. As JP is going to pick up the foul, Johnson going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Sean Johnson is going to take his 3rd and 4th free throw here of the year. 50%, so his only trip was a 1 for 2 trip at the line. As he makes the first one. Yeah, he made it. So he made the first one there. As we have Darren coming in, Nabil and Shaquille are checking out. We also have Vera checking in as well for him. See if Johns can knock down the 2nd free throw here, and does 2 for 2 at the line there. So he's now 3 for 4 on the season for him. 45-38 game now. We're down to 12 minutes left here in the second half. As they're passing it around, JP has it there, going to be driving to his right. Locked up by Carbone, goes up, not able to make that there. Sean Johnson with the rebound. As Johnson there getting pressed, he's able to get around it. As that's a reach in by JP. As JP is not happy with the call, that's going to be a technical there. So that's going to be technical free throws there for Johnson, most likely. Yeah, text a personal, yeah. So you got personal and a text, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. I should have waited a minute to ask how many fouls he had. As Johnson here is taking the free throws, knocks the first one down. He's going to shoot one more, and they're going to get possession there. So JP was not happy with the call. As he went 2 for 2 from the line there, Sean Johnson. So continuing the Good free throw percentage there as Kevin checks in for Patrick there. They were up 47-38. So if nothing personal can score here, that technical is definitely going to be a big blight there as it's going to swing this game 4 to 5 points there. There's a made shot here as Carbone takes the three, not able to knock that down. So they manage the bleeding there, only lose 2 points there. As Washington goes up, that's going to be a foul. See who they call it on here. That's going to be on 0 there. Carbone picks up the foul. So Washington's going to go to the line for 2 free throws here for YMCA. As he makes the first one there. And misses the second one there. Kevin gets the rebound on that one as he's going to pass it up over to Carbone. Carbone with it here, driving, floats it, and gets the nice shot on that one there. As I think that was Kevin there got the assist on that last one there. As we have Washington with the ball up top going against Metzel. He finds Vera. Vera goes up, hook shot, misses that one. Sean Johnson there gets the rebound. He's going to pass it up to Kevin here. Kevin's going to find Metzel over to Carbone. Carbone pulls the three, not able to make that as he's short. Adams goes to save it, not able to though, so it's going to be YMCA's ball here. As we are going to have JP here bring the ball up for him. As JP goes up, not able to make that there. Metzel with the rebound, puts it up court over to Johnson. Johnson dunks that one in. Nice 2 on that one there. As that was a great pass there, I think, by Metzel on that one for the assist. As that one's definitely going to be a highlight play there. As we have Washington here with the ball. Up top going against Johnson. Pulls it. Johnson with the block. He rebounds his own block shot. Kicks it out to Vera. Vera pulls the 3. Knocks that down there. So Washington gets the assist off his own block 3-pointer. As Carbone bringing it up there. Going up against JP. He's driving through the defense. They kick out. Johnson with it. He starts to drive. JP knocks it loose. Johnson hangs on to it. Passes it to Adams. Adams with it. Knocked out there by Vera on the ground. That's going to be a jump ball there. As Metzel not agreeing with the jump ball call, as they're getting in each other's faces there. So they're going to get broken up a little bit there, as both teams are getting chippy here. Yeah, no technicals called though on that one. As Darren did a nice job again in there, breaking everything up. Adams here gets it. That's tipped out there.
It's like a ball. Like every time I touch any ball, it's literally
As JP here is going to be bringing up the ball. He gets it over to Vera. Vera takes the 3, not able to make that there. Patrick with the rebound. As Patrick finds Kevin there. Kevin drives there, goes up. Fouled on that one by Vera. So that's going to be 2 for Kevin at the line there. It was Vera with the foul, the big man, number 5. As Kevin misses the first free throw on that one. It's Kevin, 55% free throw shooter. See if he can knock this second one down. He seems to go 1 for 2 a lot of his trips. Misses that one there. Sean Johnson had it, but Din ends up getting it there. So that might be a steal on that one, to be honest. I don't know if Johnson had possession of it long enough. As Washington has it here. 51-42 games, so still single digits here. As they get it over to Din. Din with the ball here. He passes it over to Washington there. Washington with the ball up top. He's going to be driving right, kicks out to Din. Din takes the 3, knocks that one down. Washington with the assist. It's now a 6-point game here. As YMCA is starting to go on a run here. So we'll see if that continues. They find Steve Adams. He drives to the basket, not able to make it there. Patrick with the offensive board. He's over by the corner. Able to find Carbone. Vera goes for the steal, not able to. He kicks over to Johnson. Johnson now takes a 3, not able to make that as Vera gets the rebound there. Din bringing it up here. He finds JP. JP with the ball, spins, kicks it out to Darren. Din for the 3-pointer, not able to knock that down as Adams gets the rebound there. He kicks it up court, overthrows him. It goes out of bounds. That's going to be YMCA ball there. So it looks like Washington did not touch it in time there. For it to be out on him. As we had Din here bringing it up, he gets the pick from Vera. Din's going to pull another three, not able to make that as he falls down on that shot. Adams with the rebound as Johnson kicks it up to Patrick. Patrick with it, not able to make the three as JP gets the rebound. Both teams going a little cold here as JP takes the three now. He knocks that one down. As that's going to be a timeout there by Red. As both teams are getting chippy here with each other.
I'll see you back out here, don't worry.
As Adams and JP here are getting chippy with each other there on both of their own sidelines. As it is a 51-48 game here, 5.5 minutes left in this one.
Go back to your bench.
As we're about to see, might see some free throws here. There was a double technical during the timeout break. Both teams were arguing with each other behind the scorer's table here. So no free throws there as both teams pick up technicals there during that timeout break. So we're down to 5:20 left in this game here. As Johnson has it here. Gets it over to Kevin. He finds Carbone over to them. Gets it down to Metzel. Metzel goes up and gets the two on that one there. Patrick, I think, was the one that passed it for the assist on that one. As we got Washington driving. Gets the two on that one there. She answers back there. 3-point game here. Nothing personal with a slim one-possession lead here. As he gets it over to Carbone. As Johnson here gets it over to Kevin. Kevin with it. Tries to get over to Patrick. Steal on that one. Washington with the ball. He's driving. Kicks out to Darren. Darren with the three. Not able to make that. Carbone with the rebound. As it was loose there. Johnson with it. He finds Metzel. Metzel bringing it up. Finds Patrick. Patrick goes up. Not able to make that there. Tipped around. Patrick ends up with the offensive board. Finds Carbone. Carbone going baseline there. Getting double teamed here. He had to pick up his dribble. Finds Johnson there. As Johnson driving left, has to spin. Passes it around. Gets it over to Kevin. Kevin takes the three. Not able to make that. As Vera gets the rebound. He's going to be pushing it up. Gets to Din. Din's going to slow it down, though. We're down to about 4 minutes here. As he has it. He spins. Almost loses it. Gets it over to Washington here. As Din has the ball here up top. Going up against Patrick here. Step back. Pass it over to Vera. Tries to give and go. Nothing going. Kevin with the steal. He ended up getting in there. Kevin pushing it on the break there. Finds Patrick. Patrick goes up. And one there. As that is going to be Washington, I think, picking up the foul on that one. So Patrick's going to the line for an and one free throw here. As Patrick here is going for the free throw here to make it a 6-point lead. Misses that one. Kevin, though, with the offensive board and the two on that one. As YMCA jumped out a little bit ahead, had a far bounce on it, so unlucky on that one. As JP has it, step back on the three, not able to make that. They're going to call a foul there on Sean Johnson. Yes, yeah. So Johnson's going to pick up the foul on the three. So JP's going to the line for 3 free throws here. We'll see if he can knock these down here. So he can turn it from a 7-point game to a 4-point game here. As he misses the first one there. He still has 2 more to shoot here, though. Down to about 2.5 minutes left in this one. Makes the second one there. And see if he can make this third one here. As he misses that, rebounds his own missed free throw. Layup good on that one, as it's now a 4-point game here. So it's down to 2 possessions here. We had around 2 minutes left here as well. As Metzel behind the back pass over to Johnson. Johnson here with it, getting beat up by Vera. JP coming up for the double as they switch. Johnson here gets over to Metzel, to Patrick, to Carbone. Carbone with it, layup good on that one there. Carbone goes to the ground on that one. Washington bringing it up. And that's going to be a foul there on Kevin.
What? You all right? Okay, all right.
So that was the first foul. So next one by Red is 1-1. As they're going to be finding over to JP. JP passes out there, gets over to Washington, to Din. Din pulls the 3, not able to make that there as it's loose there. Metzel ends up getting the rebound. He passes it up to Patrick. Patrick with the ball here by the 3-point line as he's going to slow it down to a minute 30 here. As he passes it over to Carbone, overthrows him a little bit. Johnson ends up saving it there. Johnson driving, layup good through the tough defense. It's now a 61-53 game, as they're going to need to make something happen there. As Washington drives, not able to make it. Jones with the rebound. So he gets it over to Metzel. Miscommunication there. Still ends up holding on to it there. Sean Johnson with the ball here. JP gets the steal, goes up, and Metzel gets the block on that one there. As that one's definitely going on the highlight reel as well. As YMCA is going to hold on to the ball. JP with it. He's going to pull the 3, not able to make it there. As that one goes out of bounds there. It's going to be nothing personal's ball here.
Timeouts for both teams, please. How many timeouts left? 2-1. 21. White time.
As that is going to be a timeout there. We're down to 58.6 seconds. Both teams down to 1 timeout left. 58.6 on the clock, as it is an 8-point lead here for nothing personal. As we will catch back with you here in a moment to see who is going to pull this one out. If YMCA can make a comeback or if nothing personal is going to hang on to the win. Either way, though, we'll come back with you in a moment to see.
Are we in the bonus or not yet?
As
They are shooting bonus.
yeah, on the next red foul, it was 1-1 for them, yeah. As Metzel has it here, he finds Sean Johnson here, as he's going to pass it up, gets it over to Kevin here. It's 2v3 here, Carbone with it. So they're going to hold it while the defense catches up. So they're going to pass it around. And they might try to just run this here. The refs are going to call it here, as that is going to be, I think that's going to be your game. That is going to be your game. 61-53 game here, as nothing personal pulls off the win here. Was likely a smart decision with how chippy this game was going back and forth here, but YMCA put up a nice comeback there, not able to fully finish it. That technical definitely didn't help things either, as that was 2 free points that did not go their way there. But nothing personal pulls out the win here. And if you want to, I think our other game's still going on our other court, so feel free to check out our other YouTube stream to watch that one go on there. Either way, though, folks, we will catch back up with you here on Tuesday for our Week 5 games. Feel free to keep a track on our Instagram at Iron Peak Adult Leagues there. Keep up with our content, as we will post game recaps and highlight reel there in the next few days there. Either way, though, folks, we will see you starting this coming